Come on and welcome to the big shave on a Sunday. It's quite steamy in here today. Don't know why. Probably because it's cold and the water's hot. That's probably the physics of it, isn't it? Really. Sunday. I didn't get a shave yesterday. I decided to have a day off. Hang on a second. Is that better? Okay. Got a new light bulb in as well, so it's quite bright on that side. I thought it'd help, but it's sort of silhouetting me really. Well, hang on. So it's December the 18th as well. I always do a date check. What we tried today? Well, it's Sunday, so I'm not rushing today. We've got the what we got? We got the Maker. We got the Maker slant blade, and we're gonna put the Persona Platinum in. I'm sort of addicted to Persona Platinum blades at the moment. They're just a sort of ultra good, really. Don't seem to be able to do any wrong with them at the moment. So I'm just loading it up, making a mess of it, of course, as usual. And it's getting really steamy in here. It's getting like a bit of a sauna, so just loading the slant up. Be careful you don't put the top on wrong. Okay. And talk a little bit about stuff really. We're getting near Christmas, and I hope people got all the presents and that. I went out yesterday to shop in Liverpool. We've got one of the very old sort of department store in Liverpool called TJU's. I think it's over 100 years old, on a road in Liverpool called London Road, which suffered very badly in the 1980s and 1990s. And what happened in Liverpool about 5 years ago, the authorities decided to sell off a big piece of the land in the city centre to a developer, a lord, the Duke of Westminster, and they built this thing called Liverpool One, which is a massive sort of shopping precinct. Cost like £1 billion or something like that to build it all, and it attracted a lot of shops, you know, chain stores from the rest of Britain, and it's put a bigger squeeze on the rest of the city centre. And where TJU's is, TJU's they've recently got into financial difficulties as well. They expanded a lot in the last 10 years, and steaming up again. I'll just leave it. And they've been into difficulty. Everyone thought they were going to go bust, and they've managed to sort of pull themselves back from the brink. And TJU's is really well old-fashioned type of shop. They just old-fashioned type of department store. They just buy loads of stuff and sell it off cheap. A lot of it's like branded stuff. It's famous brands, but they buy old stock, or they buy bankrupt stock and sell it off cheap. I love the place. I used to go there when I was a kid with my mum and dad. That's where we used to get all our clothes from. You know, we'd take a trip down there a couple of times a year, and we'd have a thing called a Provident check, which was like a credit note, which we'd pay off over time. And one of the places you could cash that in was TJU's. So I've got like fond memories of the place, and went there yesterday, and you know, bought some stuff. Probably go back and buy some more presents and that. Everything's quite cheap. I think it's a bargain price. There's some things I was going to get on eBay, which went down there and they were cheaper than some of the eBay suppliers, so can't be bad. This stuff, quite surprised really. I realised I've not been doing things right. This is the Erasmic soap, which is really difficult, really hard. You can hear it. And I bought some. I had some ages ago, never used it very well. And I've just realised the way to do it is to get a razor blade and to cut some slithers into the bowl, and it comes up great. It smells good. It smells soapy. It's got a similar sort of smell to Arco, and you can see it's lovely and rich. Never rated this stuff in the past. In fact, I've actually thrown sticks of it away because I've just not been able to lather it up properly. not realising that this is the way to do it. I always got to melt a little bit in the microwave, but I decided to just to cut some slithers off, and you can see that's lovely and rich. How rich is that? These sticks are 49p each in pharmacies and chemists. So bargain. Okay. So we've got the old slant. You've not seen one of these before. Really weird looking thing. Longer on one side, on the other. Puts the blade on a twist, twisted so it lies flat against the face. Oh, this is a brand new Persona Platinum blade. Again, with most of the makers, it's makes the blade work well. The way it sort of twists it around. A few people on the Big Shave on Facebook talking about getting maker futures, and when people have got them, they immediately sort of start saying how good they are. And they are a really good razor, but this is probably the next best thing. The only difficulty with this one obviously is you can't adjust it, whereas the Maker Future is adjustable. What else? Oh, the Big Shave blog is up and running as well. That's going to try and encourage people to write some bits for it, or at least pass comments, put something on every day, put a little observation or some thoughts. And you can find that at www.bigshave.wordpress.com. We had 100 hits on the second day, which was quite encouraging. Not so many the next days, but we did have Mantic. Might have said this before. We had Mantic go on it and leave a comment, which is great. Great that he's looking at what we're doing. Okay. Okay, so that's the second pass, and then second lot of lather. So I think what else has been happening? Well, we went out for a meal last night. This is the radio station KVFM. We have our like Christmas get together in a local Indian takeaway called well, it's a restaurant, so not just a takeaway, called Jimmy's Grill in Liverpool. If you live in Liverpool, call in Jimmy's Grill, Prescott Road. Fantastic food, fantastic Indian food, and we had decided to try something a little bit different. They have a large screen TV on the wall, and we've got a DVD of greyhound racing. We did like what's called a race night, where people bet on the greyhound races, and we raised £35 for a local homeless charity, which is quite fun. In about half an hour, people get really excited about race nights, and people only bet £1, but I think people like winning a fiver. Their dog came home and won, and it was interesting. So the people got really excited. It was a bit of an impromptu thing. We didn't know whether we were going to do it or not, whether it'd be successful. But it was great. In a matter of like 30 minutes, we raised £35. People's generosity through betting. And what you do is when you run it after people, the people who've won split the winnings between them. But before that, after winnings are taken for the charity that you're running the event for. And I think that's the way you can get away with it legally. You're not considering any betting acts or anything. And your legislation, that's incredibly specific. That side just needs picking up. No razor burn. I'm quite impressed with the shaving soap, really. It's considered something I've had sitting in a cupboard for 3 months. So there you go. That's Erasmic. It's good. It's good stuff. Cheap. Good. Okay, let's clean the badger brush off. Clean the bowl out. As I said, I'm not rushing today. Just taking my time. I'm going to try a different different approach to moisturising as well today. I'm going to put some Arco Action cologne on, just to prep the skin before the moisturiser. Feels good. Let it evaporate for a second. When I was in TJ's yesterday, TJ Hughes, decided to buy something. This was only cheap, this was 99p. It's coconut body butter. Right, and I'm thinking, well, maybe we could use this for moisturising, post-shave moisturising. It smells really good. It's a thick white coconut based moisturiser. It's really thick. You can see it there, can you see? It's a butter based, and so it needs to be worked in. And I'm just thinking about this after not having the Arco cream for a bit. It's a suitable alternative, so I'm going to try this today. See what it goes on like, see what it feels like. The Arco uses beeswax as the base. This is obviously coconut. It's it feels really good actually. It feels really good. It's a bit oily, but let me just let's rub it in. It smells really coconutty as well. But it's incredibly cheap, and look how much you get for 99p. Look at that. Massive tub. Total 220ml, so it's 10 times bigger than a tube of Arco. It feels really good. Let's see what it looks like. Don't want to be too shiny, really, too oily looking. Okay, it's fine. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Give it a few tests. And the other thing as well, I've been looking on eBay. I need to buy some storage for all this soap and blades and razors and everything. So I've been looking for like a bathroom cabinet, about 30 quid. Because it's all spread out, you can't really see, but I've got everything spread out here. It's a bit ungainly really. Okay, so that's about it for today. Sunday shave over. Don't forget, still planning on the Boxing Day big shave, which is at 1600 hours, 4 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. It won't be in Liverpool actually, I'll be in Southport, hopefully. And hopefully the what you call it will be a bit better as well, the lighting and the camera. I'm using a better camera, probably better sound, because it looked a bit like a dungeon, didn't it, on the last big shave. And you can re-watch it if you go to stickam.com/digital inclusion. The video's there to re-watch. It's not very exciting watching it again. It's better off if you were involved in the event, but if you missed it and you want to catch up, then feel free. That's about it from me, Steve Faragher, on Sunday the 18th of December, as a week to Christmas. So probably see you all sometime this week. I'm going to try and do a few this week, probably not one every day, but at least one every other day maybe. So if you're in Liverpool, Merseyside area, or in the northwest, don't forget to shop at TJ Users. I'm starting a campaign on Facebook. It's called SOD Liverpool 1. Shop at TJ's. Alright, goodbye from me, Steve Faragher, the Big Shave. Have a good weekend, have a good Sunday. Ta-da.